What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Lord Femmer. In today's video, we're going to give you 5 tips on how to push further in the Legends League. We're going to break down each one of these individual tips and give you examples on how you can get better at Clash of Clans in general as a player for Wars and Legends League, and how you could push further in and possibly get into the top 10,000, 1,000, even top 100. Some of these strategies are just a good thing to stick by when you're pushing in a Legends League. So if you guys like the video, smash that like button for me. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells. We'll get right into the action. Alright guys, before we get into the attacks and the tips on how to push in a Legends League, I just want to thank you for all the support on YouTube. We've reached 70 subs, which is just actually crazy in 1 month. And I just want to thank all of you guys for supporting the channel and watching the videos every day. We're going to keep posting and hopefully bring you guys some great content that can help you get better at Clash of Clans. So thanks again. Let's get right into these tips for you. Alright guys, tip number 1, in my opinion, one of the most important tips is just sticking with an army composition. Just pick an army composition for the month of Legends League and just stick with it. No matter what it is, no matter how hard it might be, just pick one and just stick with it no matter what. That way you can learn this army composition and get better with this army composition and push and possibly get more triples than you're used to. I've been using the same army comp for about 3-4 weeks now, and you all know it's Hydra. So we've been pushing with this army composition very heavily, and it's resulting in me getting almost a minimum of 4 triples per day, which is just kind of crazy for me. But I'm getting better with the army comp. I'm learning its pros and cons. I'm learning where it's kind of bad and where it's good. It's helping me dissect bases easier, knowing where I should attack from and where I shouldn't attack from. So using the same army composition over and over and over just allows you to get better with it overall. It allows you to figure out, what's the best way for this army to triple this base. And, at the end of the day, that's all that matters in Legends League, especially when you're pushing as high as you want to push, as high as you can push, which is hopefully top, 1,000 for me by the end of this season. That's my goal. But that's my biggest first tip, is just sticking to one army composition. Just making sure that you know this army comp. And, you can make a couple tweaks here and there to the army composition, but you don't want to switch from ground to air, ground to air, ground to air, and use multiple attacks per day. You just want to stick to one army and just master that one army for Legends. Now, if we're talking about War, that's a different story. I suggest you know at least 5 attacks for War that you're comfortable with. That way you can pick up triples in War. But when it comes to just Legends League alone and pushing trophies in Legends League, just pick that one army composition that you're super comfortable with and push with that one army composition. That's what's going to get you the most success and help you push higher and higher and higher into the ranks, which is what we all want to do at the end of the day. Alright guys, for tip number 2, the most important thing, dissecting bases. When you guys get into a Legends League attack, you have 30 seconds to figure out exactly where you want to attack from and exactly how you want to possibly get a triple, but definitely secure a 2-star. One of the most important things that I immediately check for are my Expos air or ground, are my Infernos multi or single, where are my sweepers, depending on if I'm using air or even queen charge, because you need to know where those sweepers are if you're queen charging. Where's the town hall, and where are my heroes located? The eagle is definitely kind of another thing that's super important too. Just trying to figure out where these big hitting defenses are. The eagle's super important. Is the town hall and the eagle separated? Where are these the sweepers exactly? Are they both right next to each other? If I'm using zaps, can I get both of them with 2 zaps? It's just knowing the base essentially. Just as soon as you, and it's only 30 seconds, so it's got to be extremely quick. And depending on what attack you're using, you have no extra time after you start the attack to really just dissect it. You know, if you're using Pee Wee Wee, you know, you can start your Warden Walk and you essentially get another 20 to 30-ish seconds to dissect the base a little longer to figure out where stuff is. But, you know, just quickly hitting that base, you know, as soon as I get into Legends League, I'm like, depending on what army I'm using, which right now I'm using a Hydra. So the first things I'm looking for is where are my sweepers. Second thing, where's my Town Hall. Third thing, singles or multis. Fourth thing, where's the Eagle. Those are the most important things for Hydra. So just figure out what are the most important things for your offense. You know, what's going to stop your offense. And figure out exactly where those are and what your game plan is and how you're going to execute. Obviously, you only get 30 seconds, so you got to be super quick about it. Just know your, and that's kind of goes towards tip 1, just know your army comp, and that will help you dissect these bases a lot quicker. Obviously, you only get 30 seconds, so you got to be quick about it already. But if you know your army composition, you will get this dissection done quick. You'll know exactly what you're looking for. Just take your 4 top things, like I told you in Hydra, my 4 top things, and find those things immediately on the map, and then that will help you be successful and hopefully bring home some more triples. Alright guys, for the third tip, and I hope kind of an obvious one, if you don't think you can secure the 3 stars, definitely secure 2 stars. Always have a backup plan no matter what. When I'm using Hydra, you know, I always have a backup plan. Usually it's my Royal Champion. If my blimp doesn't make it all the way to the Town Hall, I have my Royal Champion in my back pocket. That way I can get that Town Hall down to just secure 2 stars. I usually never deploy her unless that Town Hall is either down or the blimp doesn't make it, and then I deploy her. You know, I always hold on to her just in case. So always have that ace up your sleeve, you know, that backup plan in your back pocket to make sure you get the 2 stars. You don't want 1 stars in Legends League. You don't get more than 15 trophies, so it does not help you push whatsoever. You know, you see, as soon as I took down that Town Hall, I deployed the RC up near the Queen to help support her a little bit. But I always have that backup plan in my back pocket no matter what to secure 2 stars. You guys need to do that no matter what. So kind of back to tip number 1 a little bit. Learn your army composition. Know it like the back of your hand and have a backup plan no matter what. That is super important. Always make sure if you don't get the triple, you can secure 2 stars. Otherwise, you cannot push in the higher ranks in the Legends League. Alright guys, for the 4th tip, one of the most important ones, you know, on the defensive side of things in Legends League, make sure you pick a defensive CC that is valuable to the base you are running. I see a lot of times when I attack in Legends, these you know, clan people or random people I attack, they just have just random stuff in their CC. Has nothing to do with the base they're running. Really has nothing to do with stopping a specific attack. A lot of the bases that I run in Legends League are very, very vulnerable to queen charges. So what do you think I'm going to use? I'm going to use an anti-queen charge troop. That's going to stop queen charges, you know, to help me not get tripled as much. So, if you guys are running a base that's anti, you know, ground attacks, then run a CC that stops air attacks. You know, if you guys are running an anti-air attack, run a CC that stops ground attacks, and vice versa. It's just, if you guys are sticking to a base or you guys are rotating bases, just make sure you rotate your CC at the same time. You know, I see a lot of bases that I attack that all they do is just put 3 super minions in it and they hope for the best. You know, yes, that's great in theory, but if you're getting attacked and tripled by air 5 times a day, you know, maybe you should rotate that CC and not use 3 super minions. At the end of the day, I'm always going to use CC that favors my base. You know, like I said, I use bases that kind of are very vulnerable to queen charges. So I'm going to stick to a CC that is strong against queen charges. If you guys want to know what that is, we got it in a previous video. how to stop queen charges. Very interesting army defensive CC. So if you guys want to check that out for me. But yeah, obviously things change, but all I could say is make sure you have CC that works well with the base that you're using. That's probably the biggest point that I want to get across about tip number 4. Alright guys, for tip number 5, another one on the defensive side. If you guys aren't rotating the base that you use in Legends League at least once a week, then you're not doing something right. If you guys are getting tripled, multiple times, if you got minus 260, 270, 280 in Legends League, you should rotate those bases. If you guys are in early Legends League and get minus even close to 200, maybe think about rotating that defensive base. If you guys aren't rotating your bases at least once a week, then you should be, because just giving, fresh looks and stuff like that, seeing what bases work. Obviously, all that really matters is Clan War League, in my opinion. So if you guys can see which bases work in Legends League and see which bases work in Wars, then you can use them for Clan War League. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters, in my opinion. So Legends League just kind of a build-up to that. It's more of an individual thing if you guys want to push in a Legends League, which I enjoy doing just because of just the purpose of it. But like I said, definitely rotate those defensive bases once a week minimum. If you guys are getting tripled a bunch, just rotate it out. If you go negative on a defensive day, if you know you're going to go negative, just rotate it out. See what happens. Just make sure you change that CC with it, as we talked about in tip 4. If you change your base, change the CC. But that's kind of the biggest thing in tip 5. Just rotate those bases. Make sure you give different looks in Legends League. Don't stick to one. A lot of the meta bases, like the box bases, anti-2-star, people are really figuring out how to triple these bases. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, thank you for stopping in and supporting the channel and watching the videos. Hope these tips give you a hand in Legends League and help you guys push a little further. I kind of been sticking to these 5 tips with myself, and it's helped me push, into the top 100 a couple times this season already. I'm hoping to finish top 1,000. We got a lot of the work to do on the offensive side though, and keep up these triples. So we're going to continue to do that, but hope these tips actually help you guys out and help you push further. Let me know in the comment section below if they do help you guys out, or if you think there's a better tip that works better for Legends League. As always, if you guys like the video, smash that like button for me. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells so you know when these videos are coming. We'll catch you next time.